What's up, all meat Ewoks, tribbles, droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as Star Wars Girl, and in today's video, I'm going to be once again talking about the whole Eliza Bleu situation that's been going on with getting people wrongly censored on Twitter. But guys, before I get into that, my channel is Hardcore Shadow Band here on YouTube, so every single like, share, comment really helps out my channel fighting the pesky YouTube algorithm. Also, if you guys are new here and haven't yet, maybe take a minute, smash that subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that that bell is set to all. That way you actually get notifications when I post videos and when I do live streaming and when I post any content. And without further ado, let's get on to the topic and go over to Twitter, where I have all of the receipts and screenshots. All right, guys, so I have Twitter pulled up. So one of the big things that came out yesterday was that the quartering is back on Twitter. Now, I spoke to Jeremy privately, and if you guys missed it, I had like him and Brittany, Venti, and Chrissy Mayer, and a lot of people on my live stream the other night where we, went down over all of this, right after a lot of stuff happened. And so that live stream is up. It will be linked down below in the description of this video, as well as everything that I'm showing here. But so initially what happened was Brittany Venti asked Eliza Bleu a question. Eliza didn't like that. So Eliza censored Brittany and got her put into Twitter jail. And then the quartering retweeted or posted the exact same thing that Brittany tweeted. And then he talked to Eliza privately, and Eliza sent him a screenshot of the terms of service. And then 15 minutes later, he was put into Twitter jail like Brittany. Now, like I said, I talked to Quartering privately, and he said that the tweet had been already deleted by Twitter. So when that's why his appeals didn't go through. And so Twitter already deleted it, and that's how he was able to get back into his account. Because a lot of people were like, oh, well, they could just delete the tweets. Brittany could just delete the tweets. The Quartering could just delete the tweets. Yellowflash, Camelot could just delete the tweets. But that's not the case. Eliza Bleu threatened to take them all to court. So if they deleted their tweets to come back, that would be them admitting some kind of wrong, and she could use that against them in a court. But in the Quartering's case, the tweets were already deleted by Twitter, and that might have to do with the fact that Eliza Bleu has, her little minions she's pulling, doing the whole little Pinocchio thing where she's the puppet master. She has her little minions doing the work for her. So she pulls one string, somebody deletes something, and that might even be the case with Brittany. And as far as I've talked to Brittany, she says nothing has changed, and I told her about the whole situation with the quartering. So maybe that's going to be the same case for Brittany, or I don't know if this is the case for anyone else. Which in this tweet thread that I have pulled out, this was my tweet about it. If you know anyone that was censored wrongfully by Eliza Bleu in this situation, please comment on this thread and put the links to the people's names. I'm trying to collect them. There was also this gentleman, which again, everything that I'm showing you is linked down below in the description of this video, and he has a long list going of everyone that has been censored so far, and I'm sure that this list is growing every single day. But so when the Quartering got back on Twitter, he decided to post his version of the Twitter files, so it's the Eliza Bleu files, going through everything that he's kind of found out. So it says, sorry to keep you waiting, complicated business, complicated let's see. To celebrate my return, I would like to announce the first installment of the #Eliza Bleu Files, a multi-part series. Part 1, how a clout goblin infiltrated Twitter trust and safety with lies and used them to ban critics. So it's basically a summary of this entire situation with receipts and, stuff about, all of the different aliases that this woman has used, and kind of basically going over everything that I have talked about on my channel in regards to all of this, because the gentleman that did the initial tweet thread, Defango, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, so I apologize. So he actually was the one that, made Brittany Venti aware of the whole situation. And then, he got blocked by Eliza for posting the thread with all the receipts. And you guys can go back in my previous videos into my live streams and you guys can see them. I'll see if I can pull it up right now. But so he just recently got yeeted from Twitter, which, is unfortunate considering he was the one that had all of the receipts. And so if you actually go up on Twitter, he's gone. It's not like where Brittany and the Quartering and everyone else, they just have to delete a couple tweets. Eliza Bleu took his account down, which is, again, fundamentally wrong. The link for his channel, because he does have a YouTube channel, is down in the description if you guys want to go support him on YouTube. And as far as I'm aware, he doesn't have a backup Twitter account, or he doesn't have a backup business account, or there's no business account or an assistant account for him yet. So if I do find out about that, I might share his assistant's account. But basically, everything that's happened within the past few hours is that the courtroom was able to get back, and Eliza Bleu is still going scorched earth on everyone. And that music video that Brittany Venti initially posted photos of, because the whole thing that Eliza Bleu is that she's an advocate for for helping people that were human trafficked or, basically victims of human trafficking. And so she claimed to be a victim of human trafficking. There is absolutely no receipts for any of that, but there are tons and tons of receipts of basically the exact opposite of her just basically trying to get famous. And those were, on the account that got taken down from Defango. And one of the things that Brittany shared was a screenshot from the World Star music video. And this is what Eliza posted about it. I have been sexually exploited in multiple ways. I'd like to thank at World Star for removing a video depicting me on Wednesday of this week. I'd like to thank at Google, at YouTube for removing the video on Wednesday. I'd like to thank at Twitter and at Twitter Safety. Again, she has her little minions pulling the strings for her. And then this is a screenshot from an email. Now, I don't have the original email, but my friends do, like the quartering. He has the original email. I've seen screenshots of the original email. So it does exist just in this post that I have that I, posted up on Twitter. This was just the screenshot that I had access to at the time. So it says here, this is the president of World Star. He said she was paid for this video and we own full rights. Anything further can be addressed via legal. Thank you. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is an audio clip from Eliza herself, where she basically admits that she stalked down, or she hunted down this gentleman that was the CEO for World Star and basically convinced him to let her do this music video. So the whole her being trafficked, or it was exploitation, like they exploited her in some way, shape, or form. Like, I'd like to think I have been sexually exploited in multiple ways. You guys ready to hear from her own mouth exactly, how this went down? I'm going to play it for you right now.
Crazy or stupid. Like, I'm never going to reach one of those demographics, but I can reach like a number one entertainment, site for urban. And I said, World Star, it's got to be World Star. And I wrote the actual World Star website.
See, she looks them up. Now, I'm not sure if the music is going to hit me or not, so we will see. But let's continue. So she admits right here on audio that she was the one that hit them up, not the other way around.
An email. It was short and sweet and to the point, explaining who I was. I think at the time I had 25,000 followers on Instagram. So I'm like,
again, another thing with Eliza is she's obsessed with numbers. She's obsessed with follower counts. This goes into the whole, basically what everyone is just learning, or, basically seeing and calling out now, is just the pure narcissism that this woman has. Could you imagine pretending to be a victim of, trafficking and pretending to help victims of trafficking, which, you don't have to be a victim to help victims. And I think that's everyone understands that. And that's one of the things that people have been calling it out. It's like, you don't have to pretend to be something that you're not to support a cause. And that's a very common sense thing. But again, there's receipts for everything that contradicts this narrative that she has created in her own little fantasy world. But when she said that she was a victim, that's the first time she ever got the attention that she really desired and all the clout that she desired. That's when she got on all the podcasts. That's when she's making the news. That's when she got all the attention that she's craved. And her bringing up the numbers thing even back then, I think that, goes into play with her being a narcissist. And she's obsessed with this. She's obsessed with the fame, and she will silence anyone that questions her, as we have seen. But let this continue.
It wasn't even like that much. And it was short, sweet, to the point. Hi, my name is Eliza. I'm different. I come from the shy. I just want a chance. I'm always going to be different. I'm never going to fit anywhere. Just give me a chance. And I thought that email wasn't good enough. So I actually wrote Q, the owner of World Star, which has turned out to be such a blessing to me. I'm not even gonna lie.
So the email didn't go through, so she's going to get to it. But she finds him on Instagram and starts hitting him up on Instagram.
He's like a little angel. He doesn't even know what he is. But he turned out to be such a blessing. I wrote him, I added him on Instagram. I wrote him a direct message on Instagram. And I explained who I was and what my agenda was and what my whole thing was. And by about 10:30 in the morning, from about 6:30 to 10:30 in the morning, we had already started negotiations for my video. And he said to me, you know, I've never taken a chance on a girl that had under 1,000 or 100K. He said, I've never taken a chance on a girl that had under 100K followers. And I was like, I didn't even know what to say. He's like, but I like your looks. You're different. Let's do it. And that's what it really was.
So yeah, guys, that's not someone that was taken advantage of, right? That's not somebody that was sexually exploited. No, that was somebody that knew exactly what she was doing. She admitted to saying, hey, I have an agenda. Let me tell you what my agenda is. I basically want to, you know, wear certain clothing and shake features of my body in a certain way to get attention and to, you know, get on your platform, to use that to grow my own audience. That's basically what she's saying. And I mean, and then the whole like language that she's using. So guys, she's like from Iowa. She's not from Chicago. Like she says, oh yeah, I'm from the Chi. She's not from Chicago. She's from a town. She's like from a farm town in Iowa, and her father is like a congressman or something. So this whole accent that she's doing, because she claims that she came to LA and got trafficked in LA, and she's doing the kind of accent that you would find in, you know, certain like neighborhoods of LA. And I've heard it before because I live in Southern California. So I'm like, she's putting on this fake accent when she's really from the Midwest. And it just, everything about her is, it's an act. It's a game to try to get famous. And she finally did get her, you know, 15 minutes of fame, if you want to call it that, like that internet clout that she's using to grift. By claiming to be something that she's not. And again, there has been so much evidence that has come out against her, against everything that she's claiming. And I mean, I've shown you guys the screenshots. I've shown you guys the receipts. The whole, I'm being sexually exploited by World Star. Thank you for taking down that video. When she fought, she went out of her way to hunt down the guy to be in the video, to make the video happen. So she's just a liar. And it kind of blows my mind, the protection that she's getting from Twitter and the fact that she's able to control, you know, Twitter trust and safety. Like the VP of Twitter trust and safety is one of her friends and is pulling all the strings for her. This woman named Ella. And I showed screenshots from Ella in my last video. If you guys want to go check that out, they will also be linked down below in the description of this video. I might get into it in a follow-up video a little bit more, but I know that this video has gone on long, or you know, kind of longer as of right now. So I'm going to hold that off until my follow-up video. So guys, once again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you ring that subscribe, smash the subscribe button, ring that bell, make sure the notification is set to all, that you actually get notifications when I post, you know, my follow-up video or when I do a live stream to cover this more. And now the latest news on Eliza as of right now is that Tim Pool, I guess one of his people is sending out this writer to do some kind of article on her because they're finally dipping their toes into all this drama, and they're bragging about exclusivity, and they're getting the first scoop on this story, when it's like, no, people have been covering this story on Twitter, on YouTube, on Rumble, on Instagram, on Twitch, on many, many different platforms. This isn't the first exclusive scoop, but the people that are calling this out are getting silent. So, I mean, if you want to be the first in your own echo chamber, I guess that's the award that they're going for. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about all of this down below in the comment section. If there's anything you guys want me to talk more about, if there's any information that you have, either tag me on Twitter or tag me on Instagram, email me. My email address is thatstarwarsgirl@gmail.com, and, you know, send it to me and I will take a look at it and, you know, see, you know, what else are people going to find tomorrow? That's the biggest thing about it, is just when you think it, you know, it couldn't possibly get any crazier, it does. It does. And it's kind of mind-blowing how much people are finding about this woman. The Streisand effect is happening in full force, guys. But that's all I have to say for today. So, guys, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Go support Brittany, Venti, go support the courting, go support everyone that was affected by this. And until next time, you know, may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. Once again, everyone, thank you so much for supporting my channel, my content. And if you guys would like to see more, I actually have a gaming channel over on Twitch. And if you guys are interested in that, you guys can go follow me over there. I play fun games like Elden Ring and KOTOR, and I'm going to be playing much more games in the future. So go over there, give it a follow, and check it out. Also, if you guys want to keep up to date on my cosplay endeavors and behind the scenes posts, go follow me over on my Instagram. It's thatstarwarsgirl77. I post fun photos and behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't see anywhere else on the internet. And last but not least, if you guys would like to support the channel and my content, go over to my Etsy store for merch. I have cosplay posters. My old cosplay calendars are available there, as well as prints of my original oil paintings, and more is going to be added in the future. So continue to check up on that. If you guys have seen something that you like, that you would like to purchase, all of that is available over on my Etsy. Everything that I've just shown you is linked in the description of this video. So go check it out if you're interested. And guys, once again, thank you so much for watching my channel and my content, and have a great rest of your day.